Hello, everyone. I'm
Hi.
sorry we didn't make an event.
We're horrible people. No, we're not.
Oh, we don't have a thumbnail picture. I hate
Yeah,
it.
that is for sure. Me is trying to find it currently. So, Jake, here's
No,
your goal
it's
today.
fine. I think it's fine.
Oh, I found it.
I think it's gonna be easier to edit it when we aren't like just starting to live stream.
That is true. Okay, we
Um,
are
and I think
fully in business.
I usually put a colon in the title. This is what happens when I don't follow my regular zhuzh.
Yeah,
Um,
my judge is all over the place. Like I can't even locate it.
mhm.
That's
I think
fine.
I think I can. Where is it? I thought that I knew where this thumbnail was going to be. Also, this is the this is the Let's Have a Booba content I'm ready to share with everyone.
Everybody deserves to see this.
Everyone wants this. Everyone needs this. Um, that one was too big. Save. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Oh, I should have added it to the right playlist, and now it's being funny with me. Okay. Um. Okay. Is anyone here yet?
Nobody is here yet.
Yeah. We should. I should have made an event. um. Do you want to do like a little?
I'm gonna do a little shout out
Mhm.
so we know that people know that we're here. Let me
Okay.
find the link. After.
The other thing is that a lot of people who would usually watch us might be getting ready for CopyCon themselves.
That is also true. Oh, George is here. Hi, George. Welcome.
George.
Yay! I don't think George is heading to KobeCon, but I know many people who are like planning on going have made it already to not your side of the pond, not my side of the pond.
Well, Patrick's in Scotland now, in Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think Danielle was
Danielle,
in this as
Danielle's
well.
over there.
Yeah.
Um, I
That's
don't think David and Jesse will, in theory, have gone yet. And I mean, Mateus has crushed
George.
the channel.
Yes, that is true. Though the I mean everybody except for those already on the island are going to have to get to there. Oh, we were looking at a map of speaking because it's actually going to be a great segue into the polls, by the way. Is
I
that like we were talking about Indonesia and just like realizing just how like densely packed Java as like a place is,
mhm.
how like insanely dense it is, and kind of like with that similar vein, I'm like, oh, like Odalu kind of does look a lot like Java in like geology and a little bit like shape.
Yeah.
A beautiful TTIFWAT. We've all had a TTIFWAT. A Tuesday that I forgot was a Tuesday.
My manager at work described it as already being Friday for me, and I don't think she understands the layers of dread that brings out in me because I I need time.
Yeah. I've been remote yesterday and kind of like these past couple of days, so my routine is a little bit screwed off. So I'm just kind of like, I do not want to go to the office, but I definitely know I kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we have some polls to get kind of
Yes, that
ahead of
we
in
do.
is
Do
the yes we
I
do.
I should not be allowed in Scotland, honestly.
I
I'm
would
really
too.
I'm really like playing with fire. Um okay.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, not here we go. I'm doing the sherry thing.
Okay.
Like
Yes.
speaking of sherry, your duplication one.
Duplication is absolutely won. Which I think for the votes that it kind of did, like I'm very fine with that option. I'm glad we're using it for something. And I think this is also one of the options that did not show up on the Conlang conflict question of this.
Well, to be fair, I had a little check of when this is used. The thing is that augmentative did come up, didn't it?
I think it did, yes. But I think both augmentative and diminutive ended up in there.
Because I understand that this isn't a traditional augmentative, and it's that augmentative is an adjective more than a noun, isn't it?
That is true, and I can kind of see it in our kind of construction where because noun and adjectives are kind of very similar, it kind of is giving that augmentative like meaning onto it. So, like I can't imagine it like
Mm.
I guess being a fine strategy for it. Because I know that like in Chialu I use the plural marker for comparison and use like the a quantifier meaning all for the superlative. So I can totally imagine like this kind of number at play here.
Hmm. I mean, that was basically what the paraphrastic construction. Also, I'm really not sure if that was the right word for what I was going for, but it sounded kind of correct. Um,
Mm,
and yeah, I was trying to look stuff up. I think it was only really in the Philippines, which if something's going to be done with reduplication, it may well probably be in the Philippines. Las Islas Filipinas.
mm.
Actually, I feel like that's too Spanish. I think I'm applying Islas Caribeñas logic to Las Islas Filipinas, and I don't think they would like that, but I can't be certain.
Man.
Filipinos in the chat. I don't think
Yes,
there are any.
bring out the Pinoys that
we
I don't
need
think are
we need the Pinoys in the chat to tell us. Have you been watching Dark Race Philippines?
mm-mm.
Have you seen? I've been keeping up with Slajan Royale,
Yeah.
and I think it's been affecting my mindset.
I am very close to finishing Draggy Racy, but the only problem is that like nobody's going home. Like they're doing the lip syncs and everybody is staying.
What?
Like there's been like at least like 3 lip syncs where like there's been double saves.
Hmm.
And they haven't been that good. It's just because everybody's so emotional. They're like, oh, please don't leave, don't cry. Hi Maddie, welcome.
It's not the Filipinas bit that I'm worried about. It's the Islas bit, Joe.
Mm.
um, and I can't Google stuff in this mode of presenting. That's exciting. Um, okay, so we can put that in our. Where did we put it? It was under adjectives. That's right.
Yeah, it was under adjectives and definitely the comparison thing somewhere
Okay.
in there.
The superlative. Um, Huh. I have also opted out of chat ranking.
Yes, I was going to say that should be your goal. Is I will handle chat. Don't you worry about that. That did indeed
Okay.
rhyme. But also before we do continue, or just kind of more plugging, for those watching, if you want to kind of join our Patreon and kind of looking at our next season, which is starting next week, you have a little poll to kind of help us decide which of the two main islands we're going to kind of look at in the southern region of the continent. So we have the bird tamers on Oahu, which is kind of the Java analog that I was kind of bringing kind of there, and then Ornaolu, which is our bird kind of pastoralists, and that's going to be kind of on the big dumper of Array Island, which is kind of the Borneo little analog there. But I still love big dumper of Array. I will always appreciate that. But we still have a full week on that. So if you have not voted, there is still plenty of time to make your voice heard. Right now, it's 2-1 to the pastoralists. So if you want some wild bird tamers, then I say contribute.
I mean, the thing is, like, if the thing that you're interested in is the Mihirings, there'll be Mihirings in both.
There'll be me hearing a rose. Yes, that is correct.
They're just going to be like different Mihirings. I just keep thinking about how, like Tethys said, the name Mihiring just doesn't seem very appropriate because of the H sound and the Australianness. Like, someone misheard something somewhere, I think.
Somebody lied to her several times and told her that she was hot, sexy, flying, beautiful, and she's nothing like that. She's nothing of the sort.
Speaking of, and I realize that this is only going to be of interest to me and you. Are you aware of the Zara Larsson song that samples the speech?
Okay, first, I did not know this. Second, I'm aware of who Zara Larsson is, but I don't know who she is. But third, did you hear about New York coming out as non-binary?
I'm aware of this.
Okay. I've only saw it in headline form, so I don't know the how seriously.
I don't know the full context.
I also.
I'm glad you know who Zara Larsson is, because do you know who the Swiftologist is?
I don't, but I can only imagine.
Okay, I don't feel the need to fill you in on all of the TikTok drama now that you've left the platform. But if we have a quiet moment sometime, I'll explain it.
Yes.
Okay. I am fine to just copy and paste this over. And this makes sense, right?
It's the big one.
It's the big well.
And I do like. I don't know if you specified whether it would have been full or partial reduplication, but I do enjoy that it is full because of the collapse that could potentially have happened with potentially that syllable being reduplicated.
I did debate this a bit with myself, but my feeling basically was that if we were going to do something like having the only place where a noun or a verb effectively declines, well, no, but obviously verbs don't decline and they do conjugate, but they conjugate in like a very controlled way. I guess it would. I had wondered about offering it as a option. I think I just thought when I looked at it that because I think that there's something nice about the way it works syntactically.
Yes.
where it's that you have what is essentially anything that's in this position is kind of a modifier, right? Because we're quite head final. So
Indeed.
so it's basically like a thing is modifying itself. The one in the Philippines is partial, but I think a lot of the reduplication in the Philippines is partial. So like this to me just kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, and this does make sense, that like one cannot have partial reduplication without full. So even if we did want to go that route, we would still have to go through some like partial, some full reduplication. But also that law does make sense, like insofar that if you're reduplicating a monosyllabic word, the only thing you can do to it is reduplicate it. You can't. There is no part you can't. You can duplicate.
Well, we could have a look for another for something else that would work well for this.
Just kind of the ideas.
Like Wookie.
Wookie, talkie.
So what would be like the darkest night would be a Wookie. And do we have a word for night? No. Do we have one in the
public doc?
Here we go. Yes, we do.
Yay, go team.
Go.
Go.
Nakov. Oh, Nyakov.
Yeah.
Nakov.
Nakov, okay.
Do you think that we need to put it in a sentence, or are we fine to just say the darkest? Although
Yeah.
we'll put the za.
Nothing's wrong with that. As a kind of an adjectival phrase, for example.
Yep. Well, this makes sense, right?
Yeah, dark night, and then that, because in
and I'm gonna input Nakov in here. Minimal parallel, Nagov versus Nakov.
Ooh.
This is the nice thing about when you why is this just there?
Which one is here? Yeah, why is S there? That's a great question.
It shouldn't be. That's why, because it would be gva.
No, golf.
I think this is from. I don't know why this is like this. My suspicion is that this was inputted before we changed some of these rules, because no. It doesn't make sense because this has
forms.
Basically been. Huh. Hi, Lavuna. Thank you for snitching me.
Whoa, that
So
can think of. Yeah, that's why the stress is not correctly placed in that protoform in the document. That first A should be stressed in the protoform. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
So it for sure definitely is a minimal pair now.
Okay, yeah, that's what happened then. Which
No, it's a good thing we checked though.
Which then means it should work.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I got.
Woo! Ah.
Okay, panic over.
Averted.
And this means night. Doo -doo -doo. Okay, have we got enough examples?
In terms of the superlative, I think so.
Okay, so I basically just put terminative on the in the title because I was thinking about a way to say that this is the last stream of this season. I'm trying to find. I'm sure I have a book on aspect here somewhere, and I thought the terminative is an aspect.
It is. I'm trying to think because I also have my copy of the Grammaticalization by Joan Bybee book, which name is escaping. But that does focus on a lot of like TAMs, if I remember correctly.
I am just gonna. Okay, cessative, alternative, end of a state or action. Yeah.
Because right now, we're not doing anything.
No.
Sexually. Verbal, at least in the verbal matrix.
You said aspectually, right?
Aspectually?
Yeah, aspect. I don't know why. I think it's just a series of weak vowels all next to each other. I heard right now we're not doing anything sexually.
That is also true. We are not doing anything sexually right now.
Okay. Bye-bye, Maddie.
Bye, Maddie. Enjoy all of that lovely stuff, and I hope you have safe travels. If I don't say anything to you later.
The living, laughing, loving plan was never fully finished.
It was never fully realized, which I think is an integral part to this. But I wonder how much.
Well,
well,
I'm trying to look through this and trying to work out what we were going for. Because this is confusing me a bit. I think it was because we hadn't properly defined what the subjunctive was used with.
I think we need to revise at least some of this, or like really have some more clear descriptions on how these are used.
I'm
gonna zoom in for myself. So it's
This is the volitional. Yeah.
This is the volitional. This is the subjunctive.
This is the past subjunctive.
Past subjunctive. Okay, cool beans. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. This one is the misplaced one.
I'm also not 100% on where the stress is, because I feel like actually maybe there are languages that say that you wouldn't ever stress the affix, but there are languages that say you can, and
I think if
like,
anything, there is going to be some like quote unquote secondary stress with that form, especially if I've been like really you won
breaking
the
up a bit.
quiz. The quiz has been won. I don't know what quiz, but we are kind of working on our live, laugh, love plan again, Tinglish. And I completely forgot what I was looking at. Oh, thank you. Suffix stressing. That's what Jonathan, unbeknownst to them, reminded me of. There we go.
Well, basically, like, if you like, it's a shame Maddie's gone, because I need to talk to her about stress at some point as well. But like, so if stress is fixed in position, I don't know what the correct distinction here is called. I mean, like, if stress is fixed, is this metrically? No, because it's not in a meter. I mean,
Positionally?
my issue with calling it positionally, I'll call it in relative position. So like, I like penultimate.
Yeah.
So like, it basically means that if you have a that I'm sure that there's words for this and that we should use them, but I don't know what those words are right now.
Yeah.
So
Right.
penultimate stress, like, it doesn't matter if it's affix or not, basically. So like, one of my favorite suffixes in Aymara is naka. And naka is disyllabic. And so if all you have is a noun marked for the plural, which means that it's in the nominative, then every single time that plural noun is stressed on this A. And it doesn't matter that this is the suffix and this is the noun. However, we don't have this. We have lexical stress. Also, I should have zoomed in a bit. So this is where it gets a little bit weird. Is had we said that there was going to be secondary stress on the suffix at some point? Because,
yeah, I think so, because in our paradigm, there is a strong propensity for that syllable you have highlighted to be stressed in that affix. And I think that because there is a preference for stress to be later in the word, that would be like the primarily stressed syllable, and then that this mu would be the one that's more secondarily stressed in that regard. So
I really
mubu kubo. Kubov.
Mupukubov
Kubov.
versus Mupukubov or Mupukubov. I don't know. I feel like David not being here is really like bringing the energy down. I feel like I'm usually like high energy trying to like swat aspersions from David's origin. Anyway, like without worrying too much, because I think that bit is I was thinking like maybe we aren't gonna do we're probably not gonna do it as a modifier, which means that so making a spectral distinctions. So to say something in the terminative, you would use a periphrastic construction. I imagine.
I imagine them as well.
So if we're literally saying it's to finish X-ing, the thing is, why wouldn't we? I guess so. In Spanish, you can say something like acabo de X infinitive, which is like to have just finished. But this is the strong implication is to have just finished.
I wonder.
Have now finished.
I don't think it is as strong as a just in Portuguese. I think that verb is commonly used to just mean like something is ended or it's about to end.
Oh yeah, like acabó.
Acabó tempo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, in Spanish, like you can use acabar with you can use it with the same as finir, like so you have acabar and finir. But I feel like I end up using acabar more because of this construction. Because if you did something and you finished it, you'd often just use the past tense.
There is something that kind of in that same vein, there is that kind of that, like as you said, kind of like linking between the past tense and this. So I imagine we could kind of maybe think about how that could be used. I'm thinking.
Curious if in like is there something of a metaphor here, or am I overthinking it? Also, Tinglish, if you want to pretend to be David to bring out my oh no's, you're very welcome to. I'm checking to see if there's a terminative in here, but I don't think there is. No.
Okay.
I guess what you could do is we could venture onto clicks. Clicks.
Clicks has been very hard to like search for. I put like clicks linguistics and it pops up sometimes. I don't it's like a dot info or a dot, whatever the hell it is.
It's a clicks.clld.org. Exciting.
That sounds like
so finish, cease, or finish. Infomap edge. I know where we're going.
my god. Edge.
So cease is like right on the boundary. Here we go. So like they've got cease with finish, also stand, which makes sense because stand has the kind of preterite. Perfect. Effective. I think it's perfective. Anyway. And there's also like here.
That's interesting to me. The here being a link.
Well, it's like I'm thinking like people use it figuratively with like we will talk like something. Oh, the thing was still ringing in my ears. But I feel like maybe that's not figurative, and it's just when people talk about having shot a gun.
Well, that too.
Not to get back onto guns on the tower.
Oh, thank you for adding those
BB gun.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay. There's well, I feel like cease and divorce being the same is just a extension of cease.
I agree. Yeah.
Like
you're needing something more specific.
And also Jonathan's saying these seem very tenuous. These are tenuous. The lines are very thin. It's cease and finish. I'm not really sure what
I do like cease and cut. Or like cease and like divide or cease and split.
Cuts only got 4 co-lexifications. Also, I'm looking at
look at that. That's
like what? Oh, maybe Jonathan just got to the BB gun section. Anyway. Oh, the thing about ringing in the ears.
It's a very tintinabulatory sort of deal. That's the correct word again.
I'm realizing I'm peering. I'm doing the peering, but I wish I could forget more things.
Not a shame. I have horrible short-term memory sometimes.
So basically, like a bunch of these meanings are actually coming from the same languages, like the Kimbu and Kimbunda. Or maybe I'm just overgeneralizing because I keep seeing the Atlantic Congo come up. I think it's the cut one is also Kimbu and Kimbunga. So cut and here and cease are all the same.
Interesting.
I think like
there is that like cease and rest, and I think that fits nicely into our kind of like 3L paradigm a little bit, like the live, laugh, love, and then we have like kind of like the rest and relaxation.
Well, this is the thing is that okay, like there's 2 ways of going about this. Basically, would be we know that there's probably going to be some kind of verbal noun form.
Yeah.
And there'd be like option 1 would be so a source becomes a affix.
Yeah.
And option 2 would be a source becomes a auxiliary verb.
Correct.
Because if it's an affix, then it would be plus the copula, most likely.
Yes. Versus if the auxiliary can easily stand alone as its own little dual.
Should we do a little poll? Although I feel like we've got like 2-3 viewers, so but I want to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll.
Do a poll.
Which one do you like? Option 1. Option 2. And now I have to like move the people down.
Move the people down.
50-50.
Yay, that's the best case scenario.
Have you voted?
I did vote. I would not say what I voted for if I did vote. Now it's definitely not 50-50.
Well, now I have a 2/3 chance of being right, which is pretty good odds.
It's true.
And the other thing is that when I say auxiliary, I'm not sure if auxiliary is actually the right word. Because I don't think it's really auxiliary. Is this periphrastic? Is this what I mean? Periphrastic. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Because it's not losing its meaning. It's just that we are like, because one option, if we go up to stores, which is Zatse, it's not serial verb thing would be if Zatse store is like to store basically. And do we have a verb that means you liked rest, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that was a cool.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Nyaha. Which just becomes nga. But if I make it, yes, it's just nga.
That is also a very common form that pops out.
Nga.
Nga, yeah.
I mean, we can go back to clicks and see what rest patterns with, or is there no rest? Oh no, here we go.
Whoa, okay, yeah.
To be fair, none of these are thick.
No.
Rest, lie down, breathe. But like, you could, in theory, make nga mean something else.
Oh, so Tinglish had offered to switch their vote to
I'm fine with your vote counting more, Miles. Was yours for affix and copula?
Mine was the affix and copula.
Okay.
Which I think, with as small as this is, then it's okay to kind of have like the nga be there. Because I don't think we have another affix that has that form. And that is both they and sesame in Avalia is love this.
So it was basically our choices would be that's nga to
Okay,
be
yeah.
full.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember if I remember what. So we can even so doing reduplicating itself, it would like to stop resting. If we did it through this, it would come out as ngano.
Do we allow for final H?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, fair enough. Then yeah, I don't know that we did still. Wait. Well,
Because
don't.
the nga bit, like let me try with another verb, like pa.
You see if they're in a form that is.
Kayano. Yeah.
Oh my yeah. My yeah is cloud, or there's a clear one there. Okay.
So if we did it like as an earlier thing, then it would be no. And if we did it or just no.
I mean, I love a good final fricative. No is like honestly like could not be a more perfect form.
Okay.
No,
I
no.
think this is one of these places where me and you have like quite different
Yes.
aesthetic preference.
But doesn't make for something very creative.
Well, you'll hear more about that on Friday.
Oh. Is this going to be the roast of me on Friday?
No, but it's gonna be is this play about us?
Is this play about us? Whoa.
I referenced that as someone who had never seen I've not seen a single episode of Euphoria. I
No, I
only know the
watched the
meme.
first episode. I
Is
really have no interest in it.
is
Like,
the meme in the first episode?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I tried to watch it twice, and I can't. I don't think it hooks me well enough to like want me to continue. I think the last show that I really did watch like that was Ozark, but I didn't continue.
Mm-hmm.
It was still it's a great pilot, like standalone movie, iconic, gory as. Which also I started watching The Witcher,
Mm-hmm.
also very gory. Did not realize how gory it was going to be.
I mean, it's too late for me to make it the roast of Miles.
I'm sure you can add at least like
Wait,
your mom is so fat joke about me. Fat mama joke.
your mom's so fat, she's 1,000 times bigger than Miles' sense of self-confidence.
I don't know if it's a dick about me
That's
or
no. I don't think that I think that I wouldn't do well in a roast challenge.
Mm.
I I I feel like I am unintentionally roasting people when I give them the benefit of the doubt.
I think I think for me to come off as like funny, I need to have like someone to banter off. I'm not like I don't know. I don't think I'm like very kind of like one person, but like I think I could do fairly well on crowd control
Mm.
and like kind of do like crowd work.
I feel like crowd work on some level is just you being an entertaining human being.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I would think I'd be so good at that. Is I can just like talk to people.
I think I do believe I could do a better roast than you.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. You put it to the challenge. Okay.
I strongly believe I've eaten more roasts than you.
Oh, that you've eaten more roast. Oh, easily you have.
Yeah.
That is viably so.
Like to the we're not quite a roast every Sunday family, but in the winter we are. So
We tend to like our roasts end up becoming just like tacos. So like we'll just like put like a big old like pork butt and like let it kind of just like do its thing for like hours and just kind of just pull it off whatever it does.
I don't know if I would call that a roast.
Yeah, it's not like your quote unquote typical roast because it's not a roast, right?
It's, it's like that's like if I was like, it's not your typical pickle because it's not a pickle.
She's different because she is different.
Yeah, it's like, oh, coffee isn't your typical tea because it's tea.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Like, if you said, "Oh, we're having tacos," what a great roast! Just like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Um,
My
like,
dream, yeah.
I feel like if there aren't roast potatoes, what's the point?
In your tacos or on for your roast?
Roast potato tacos is the whitest sounding thing.
Potato and like chorizo tacos are good. That's a thing.
That's not a roast potato. I mean,
Potato
you've had British style roast potatoes, right?
like on a pan.
On a pan?
Like you cook them on a pan.
You mean like
Right?
in the oven?
Yeah, on a sheet pan.
It's not just that you baste them in fat, basically. I'm gonna send you a Delia Smith recipe, and I want you to make it while it's cold.
Mm. Yeah, I'm concerned with Jonathan style. What makes them British style?
Okay,
Because
there
is it just like the fat choice? Like I can just like chop up like Yukon Golds and put them in olive
okay.
oil.
I think that we use usually a mixture of olive oil, and we use Trex, which is like a vegetarian version of lard.
Okay.
But people will use goose fat, but that's like fancy. Whereas this is the equivalent of potatoes cooked in shortening.
Yep.
I,
Oh, oh, oh.
Tinglish is like, this is serious. No, Delia is just like, Delia's recipes are very classic
Yes,
and very hard to fuck up.
that is probably true.
This is like
I
the most food chat we've done on this show, and we
at
put
least a
that
long while.
in our it's in our description.
Yeah, we do talk about food and not enough Drag Race. But what I will, what
We
I
do
used to
too
watch
much
a lot of
Drag Race. We talk about drag far too much, considering at least people are interested in this food chat. Whereas when we talk about drag, I feel like we're the only people who have any skin in the game. And we
that's
watch different seasons, because I have not seen any Drag Race Brazil.
come to Brazil.
Come to Brazil.
Come to Brazil.
Yeah.
I could get on some like roasted. I will. We do have lard at home, so that can be an easily. I don't know.
Okay,
Oats.
let's describe this construction.
Okay, this.
Also, is this a copular construction?
I
I don't
mean,
think so. Should it go after our description of the copulate? Yes. Should it go after verbal possession? Maybe.
I'm being a strong maybe for that.
I think this is different enough because this is kind of like copula round 2. We're not calling it that. Also calling it verbal possession also seems weird. Like
It does seem, but
I
like
feel like we should just call it like copulae
in action.
mus
Focus.
and other verbs. Mus to have. Well, vopos doesn't come into this, does it? It's always
It is always move. Sorry.
mus as to have.
Jonathan is asking, isn't it usually predicative possession? Which I could argue for yes.
We're not going to be able to see mu as to have on that. I think this is a nice title for the section. Okay, so this bit, which is a heading 2 level issue, I think, is so are these deverbal?
It depends on how nominalizing we're making that affix. I don't think.
So
if it deverbalizes, then maybe it would be a deverbalizer sort of thing because we're using the copula for it. Oh no.
Please listen to what you just said to yourself.
What?
I don't think you intended this. You very much circular logic yourself. So you said if this is deverbalizing, it would make sense that it deverbalizes or something along the lines. I was just like, yeah, Miles.
I'm dropping some really smart tidbits here. I think what I meant is that like if it's being deverbalized, then we're probably going to use it with the copula, and we already said that. So like,
it's basically we're adding it to a noun form. That's what happens here. I think that they are deverbal participles. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Which means that actually I can just call this participle forms, can't I?
I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking about something else.
Although I feel like if you call it a participle,
go ahead. I never want to say it. I just want to say it.
It usually is like you have a few forms that get used in a lot of ways, whereas this is more like no, because it doesn't modify the meaning of the verb. That's
no.
It is an aspectual participle.
Yeah, because like my issue with the participle thing is that like as you said, like it's not behaving as like a true like adjective. It's modifying.
Well, there's the question of like so the construction with the copula, like if we go back to our zatsen no,
Mm-hmm.
so it would be zatsen no za mus would be it is finishing storing. I don't know if that makes sense. Usually you would expect a
More, yeah. It makes as much sense as it needs to for the example. I would say that.
Well, I feel like having sentences that don't really make sense in your examples isn't
Ideal.
practice.
Let's
But
see.
I think that it works if it works in the language, then we would just say something.
Let's see what this comes out. I'm gonna change it to dance. As ve.
So what's the nominal form?
Nominal form gonna be ve. Probably ve. No. Where does to rest come from?
Nga, nyaha.
I think it's what happened here. No, never mind. Now
I'll double check your work.
I'm trying to find it.
So if the thing is you can't if we're doing it based on the so do we allow H and G A? No, but we'd have to determine. Yeah, this is where the no form maybe doesn't work for us. So it might be like, let me check when this becomes
I
no.
see.
Becomes nga after nasal assimilation. And let me so ne ne no.
Well, let's see if we did that. That would probably just put it right at the end if we're going to think about that. So if I put in, like, if I were just to put in the whole entire entity,
The problem that we have is that you wouldn't get the no unless there is an entirely out of the form stress, which is really what we want. I guess the question is then, like, if you have the yeah. Like if we did a form like a hanger, which would put those together. No, it doesn't.
put the full NGIA HA, the whole entire thing.
It would come out as this comes out as kane, which I think is what you expect when the H and the N are next to each other. Kane. Yeah. So I think that's just like something we have to accept is maybe we need to like describe that change.
What I will say is that I did put the whole entire like ngiaha like after that verb, after weho, and then the no did pop up, but there was it came from ve to vehuno.
So that would be like
Way too early. It came at an imperative stage.
Yeah, that would be like if it was really old.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
So
I don't know what to call it. We'll go with participles / the verbal forms. We don't know what to call these. That. Something for us to figure out while we're doing a relay.
Indeed.
So terminative form. And I feel like we can probably make this like a level 3. Which is no. So the terminative suffix affixes to the verbal noun. The thing is, like, the bu or ba?
Mu is one.
One, right? So that one
is a volitional.
Yeah. But that one you can understand that it's the equivalent of. Also, these all attach to the verbal noun, right? So actually specifying that isn't helpful. So all participles are formed from the affixation of one of the following suffixes onto the bare form of the verb, which functions in the modern course as a noun. So coda consonants may change relative to the
Coda consonants may change when these affixes are introduced. Yeah. Introduced.
And our example is ve dance
veno.
Veno.
And I think it is kind of cunty how it would look at infix. That's cool. At least here it does.
Stop.
I just feel like stopping dancing. I just feel like stopping dancing.
So the thing that I was gonna compare it to was that the volitional which is bu. So datempusamos. Or did we say that we didn't have to have articles following the? We had gone back and forth on that from what I remember. Yeah, datempusamos. We don't use articles between them.
So if you had used the same words as me, I would be generally surprised. I feel like a good chance and very rare.
To store.
I want to break free. It wants to store something.
Datempusamos. because basically, I guess it means that these maybe particle does make the most sense because that in English is what we use to refer to these forms.
Mm.
The question I have is that if one thing you can do with particles is you can both you can take them and use them to form other words.
Mhm.
I just had an idea. So we have this word oya, which means summer, which becomes ooze.
Oh, keep going. I think I might see where you're going with this.
So I didn't want underline. So it was like, and I don't actually remember. We should probably define what the consonant gradations we are allowing. So yeah, zna is allowed, which would
Who's not?
mean I'm thinking that this plus terminative
Mhm.
could be uzno autumn.
I think it's a great etymology. I would also say that we could definitely extend that for the winter, or I'm sorry, yeah, for the winter, and then have that mean to spring or be the spring.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I made other seasons or not because I think that they would have a fairly even 4-season range.
Yeah,
Yeah, no winter, but we could add. We can always make a word for winter.
that is true.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, so
Oh, that's true. Jonathan also suggests to add an inceptive slash encodative to apply to summer instead, kind of like for the meaning of spring, and kind of do it
mhm.
by that means.
I want to go to Wiktionary and show you
Mm.
from Bahar. Oh, it does come. Oh no, that's not what
Oh,
this
hi,
means.
Candace. Welcome for your last little 15 minutes.
I was wrong. Sun means. Oh yeah. Sun can also mean end or ending.
Mm.
So it's the last spring is the. So yeah, this is um like I don't know. Like I think that I thought I was thinking of this. I think it was more that like we know that they aren't um synonym. Is synonym the right word? Like uh
Bahar.
yeah,
Oh, isn't that the one? That's Bashar. Never mind.
like Bashar Murad.
Yeah, the dude who channels the aliens.
I was thinking of the
Bashir.
Palestinian.
That's what it is. I don't know. Oh, the X bar theory. That sounds terrifying.
Hmm. This is an interesting derivation to have blossom, and thus the word also for spring also means spice.
That to me makes sense if it's definitely coming from like classical Persian to me, because like that gives very big saffron energy.
Hmm. Okay. So do we want to make a word for winter or do we want to make an inclinative?
I think we make a word for winter.
Okay. What do you associate with winter?
A bee. Oh, Bashir is the one with the aliens.
I
Yeah.
was like, you have bees in the winter?
I wish we had bees in the winter. That'd be really cute. I definitely think I start with a bee.
Mm-hmm.
Bee. Yeah, I'm just
I
one
just
bee.
had the idea of what if we made it Baja? And like, no. What's the closest we get to saffron? I think saffron is entirely made up um of consonants that we don't have easy access to.
We don't have F. Okay.
It would end up like yawo,
Yeah, something like this.
which I actually suspect might already exist.
What does Yamo come up as?
Yamo or yawo?
I'm looking up Yamo, and that comes out as
Zni.
Zamo. Wait, what do you have?
We
Zni. Zmi. Yeah, that is very wintry to me.
Zni.
Zmino. Yes, Zni. That gives
Zni.
like very like wintry vibes. Let me see. Is like Bashir. Um, aliens.
Wait, we don't have any amo words at the moment.
Oh, it is Bashar. Never mind. It is definitely Bashar.
Who are you thinking of?
The alien dude
Okay.
that he
Okay. Do, do, do.
oh,
So, Yamo winter. I wanna see what it would come out as. If I do this, yeah, you can't see it. So I can be sneaky sneaky. Sneaky sneaky. Um in case I accidentally show you all of my files. Um um although I guess it's quite boring if you're just looking at the same page, but anyway. Let's have a booba. Yamo would come out as smooth, which actually is not that different. I mean, obviously the I U is sounds different, but for them they would be allophones.
I got distracted with the Bashar. Sorry.
Okay, so
Zmi,
should
yes.
we put these in our dictionary and then say goodbye?
I think that's a good idea.
Um,
I'm going to
so
explore more of Bashar more. Oh, there is a live stream event on the 25th. It's gonna be in Sedona.
Tiny Winters.
Tiny Winters. What is Bashar TV?
Me
$32
Mound.
For what? What do you get on Bashar community?
Do you want me to enter it under full? Or are you okay with
I cannot care. Yeah, autumn or fall will work. I know. I definitely know both of those mean something. I think autumn is probably clearer because we don't have to worry about like the verb to fall.
I'm fine with full noun being Zmino.
Zmino. It's an otherworldly sort of name.
I will remember, you may not. So you
Mhm.
get an extra note.
Yes.
Summer.
Summer. When I met you in the summer.
I was thinking of that song as well.
Darling, hold my hand. Nothing beats a jet plane holiday.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, that should have been
Yeah, this would be
spring.
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 Springtime.
And now I can't remember. It was no.
No. This one I think is
So
this is spring here. I'll just copy and paste it in the spring. Don't worry about me.
who's full Zmino spring. This is the one which is also spring.
Yeah. Please keep that. That
Yeah.
is funny. And I always like, what if it's like a spring that you can like stretch or like spring yeah.
And then did you fix full?
I didn't fix fall. I just copied and pasted it, but I can easily.
If
F-A.
you can paste full back in, it's here, isn't it?
I am horrible. No, it's right. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. I have to sing the song every time, so sorry.
Which is Uzno.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
you're right, Jonathan. I messed up. Shocker.
So full Uzno. We don't. Oh, autumn is the one we haven't done.
Yeah, just same as fall.
Which is Uzno.
I'll just keep on dancing.
We've now got like all three. This is the one which is also. Okay. That was a lot faster than I thought it could have been.
I really thought we would not get through anything today.
No, because we didn't we haven't entered them in here. That's why it was fast.
Summer.
So um so Zmi. Oh, there should have been accents. I'm gonna go back and put the accents in.
Is it Uzno or Uzno?
Uzno.
Oh, Uzno. Well, it was an accent. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Blur.
And also, I'll do the accents. Can you keep going with Zmi?
Yeah. Let me find where you are.
So
Yeah.
Zmi is winter. You deleted I guess it doesn't have to have a stress.
Yeah, I never put stress for monosyllabic words. Is this protoform correct?
No.
No.
You know it's not correct. You can look at it and no, can't you? Or can you not?
I didn't see that. Sometimes I can. Other times
it should be Yamo.
Oh yeah.
The one we just made.
I swear, I sometimes don't even know where I'm at half the time.
I know. I've spoken to you for long enough on here. I don't need a special roast of Miles because every week.
Every time there is one.
It's okay.
I cannot wait for my Jet 2 holiday. It cannot come sooner.
Mm-hmm. And spring. And then the easiest thing may well be just to copy these two and then put them in oo. Oh, Uzi's already. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I just didn't get the protoform down pat.
I think that this week is going to be the most I've been on YouTube.
Yeah,
No,
probably
not
ever.
ever. I think I will have done more hours in the week with the World Building Festival than this week. This week, is it the most individual stream? No. That World Building Festival, I really put too much in. Although I got a lot out, so maybe it was.
Yeah, I don't think there was a mistake in how much you were a part of it. I think you did as much as you wanted to.
Yeah. I feel a bit sad saying this is the last stream we're doing of this. I feel like there's so much that we have to write up. It's.
I think there. I can imagine us like either of us like going online randomly and kind of just like do a good kind of like an impromptu like sort of like entry of this. Definitely if we're doing anything like more complex, like add anything, then yeah. But once like a good like relay, which speak of the devil, I should probably get on that, is going to be happening, then I think we can kind of take this to the market.
When relays start being on time is when we know things are changing in this universe.
Correct.
Actually, all of my relays were fairly prompt.
Your relays are very, very prompt. This is going to be my first one, and I think it's a matter of just kind of starting and then organizing people's.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
I know. I'm very bad at that, though.
Embrace the pain.
Embrace the pain. You could tidy up stream. That is very true. I think we can imagine some tidy up streams for a lot of the little leftover bits. I think there are plenty of like leftover bits that we can do for sure. And I'm also very excited for just kind of like the future that this week has that's going to kind of set up for us a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what's Jonathan's zipping mouth about? Is this the relay stuff?
Probably. It might be, probably.
Anyway, we've got to time, so I'm gonna start presenting and say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody. Oh my gosh. If you were to
next time I see you, I'm gonna be in a place I've never been to before.
That's crazy.
Have you been to Scotland?
No, I wanted to, but I never got the chance.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see. Party. Goodbye, peoples.
Bye, party people. Oh wait, Tinkwish. I'm gonna see Tinkwish in person, right?
I think you probably will.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't, it would be a big shock. Like, I would have to like. I show up to CopyCon with my sunglasses on.
Oh my god, you should come fully like in a balaclava, like just like Mr. Bean Man, and just like have like nobody know you.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's the odd. Like the big reveal.
I don't think I'm capable of a big reveal. I think I love to talk to people immediately about everything that crosses my mind. This is my problem in life. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
This is where I always forget how to actually stop streaming.
Go to the top left and press stop.
Okay. There. Bye.
Bye. And there's a little